like, you know, One Dance goes #1, and now all of a sudden, like, you know, now all of a sudden, you know, this Afro inspired. But it's like, yeah, but like, you know, Wizkid was on the song with me, and like, you know, I had blessings from like the real dons in that space. You know, I know those guys. I link with those guys. I go to their shows. They come to my shows. They touch my stage. So it's like, you know, the chatter is one thing, but in the community, amongst the real G's that are really doing this shit, I'm solidified for sure. You can ask anybody. Nobody's gonna sit there and say, yeah, like anybody that with real respect that's in any of these communities you're talking about, any of these genres, nobody's gonna be like, yeah, you know, it's gonna be the guys that are like, you know, that didn't get the look. Yeah. You know, or guys that like are no longer even relevant in that space, but they have a radio interview that day and they want to be like, oh yeah, Drake, yeah, him doing Jamaican music is whack, you know. But it's like they're also mad that OVO signed Popcorn. They're also mad that I was building with Movado back in the day. They're mad that, you know, I link with this person and that person and not them. Right. So, you know, some people also feel it. You can always tell when it's personal, right? Fueled by personal gain that was never granted to them.
It's interesting because like listening to your music is like you're super successful, you're one of the best to ever do it, yet you still have this chip on your shoulder. I remember listening to Diplomatic Immunity, you know, you had the line where you say you're black excellence, but it was come to you, it's not the same though. Like, why do you think that still, like, I guess, that dark cloud is over your head?
Well, I think I've been in a lot of rooms and in a lot of conversations and just I've felt the other side of judgment and, you know, racial judgment sometimes, like being light-skinned, you know, being Canadian, having people that I look up to and respect tell me that I can't identify with what's going on because, you know, and granted, I'm also not the most outspoken person when it comes to political issues. I prefer to talk about it amongst my people. And if we're gonna do something, I prefer to go and make the change or actually do something and not just like post about it so that people are like, oh, wow, this guy's really conscious about what's going on. Like, you know, the work we put in the communities, you know, the way we give back is legit. It's on the ground. Yeah. You know, it's not so you guys can all just like, you know, double tap and say, wow, oh my God, Drake's so like.
You said if you hold your tongue, you'll get crucified.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, sometimes you can feel that way, but now I feel like the first reaction is to post about something, and then people often just forget to do anything about what they posted about. You know, but I think that there's definitely a sad thing that goes on in celebrity culture where people post things because they feel like they're obligated to. People post things because they know that it makes them look like they're actively invested in certain things, but they're really not. You know, they're really actually not giving their money or building any opportunities for kids, building basketball courts, building schools, helping kids get through, you know. So, yeah, I'm just one of those people. I like to really do it, you know, and especially, you know, with me and the elusive one, you know, we you know, it's something that we really just do it from way back in the day, from Strawberry Mansion times, from, you know, we've always left our footprint in the community in a real way. Even back in Jamaica, you know, when I did shoot the video there, like we didn't just go shoot the video when I shot Find Your Love. We didn't just shoot the video and dip. You know, we built a place for people to come. We left our money there. You know, it was so. Yeah, going back to your question though, I've just felt the other side of it. So that's kind of where that line came from. Yeah. You know, I obviously understand the times that we're living in and how serious it is and how divided we all are across the world. You know, with this, you know, with the person that's currently in that position, and you know, having that energy trickle on down. But that line is just me speaking to the other side of things, which is like, yo, sometimes like, you know, some of like my blackest friends can be just as cruel on the other end, you know, by making you feel excluded, or making you feel like you can't get in on this. and sometimes I do feel like if, you know, sometimes I don't feel celebrated when I know maybe somebody else would be celebrated for those accomplishments, you know? I don't feel like people say when Drake is the artist of the decade, I don't think anybody says, wow, a black artist is the artist of the decade. I don't think anybody says that, really. I never heard anybody say that in the last few weeks.